This is the DJI Action 5 Pro, and in my pocket is the also familiar GoPro version 13. In today's video, we're going to compare both action cameras and tell you why you don't need to buy the 13th generation GoPro. Instead, spend your money on the 5th generation DJI Action 5. Welcome to Double Moto, let's go.
It's freaking fun! Oh my gosh, man, what are we doing, Shane? What are we doing, Shane?
So a little over a month ago, BMW Motorrad sent us to finish Superbike school. I made a whole movie about it. It was my friend Alex's first time ever at a track and first time riding a Superbike at a track. And it was a fun trip to say the least. We did a bunch of interviews. I got to ride the Yamaha XSR charity bike on the track, and we even got Dylan Code to ride it. It was a great time. We made lots of new friends. Alex learned a ton from Superbike school. Abel actually got faster and had a ton of fun learning that new track, Streets of Willow. Now all the track footage was actually filmed with the DJI Action 5. I've actually had both of these before they were released to the public, and I know I'm late to the game, but unfortunately I couldn't release anything because of some logistical stuff with DJI, but I am going to give you my thoughts on using this, and I wanted to thank DJI for sponsoring this video and for including us in their Osmo Action 5 campaign. That said, let's start off with the physical differences. There's really not much. The lens cover is different from the Action 4, and the LCD is much larger. If you were an Action 4 user and you get the DJI Action 5, you will enjoy the difference. Now, since this video is not about the DJI Action 4 versus the Action 5, let's get into the GoPro. From the GoPro 12 to the 13, GoPro is more or less the same. GoPro now has lens mods, a little bit bigger battery, higher frames per second recording at 5.3K. It now has GPS stats overlay, and I believe there's a heat sink now to minimize overheating. There's a couple other things that I personally don't care about as a motorcycle content creator, things like HLG, which is high log gamma, which essentially gives you a higher dynamic range. With the amount of content that I'm used to creating, I really don't do a lot of color grading. I do try it out when I make these review videos, but I'm definitely not the person to come to when it comes to color graded or color corrected footage. Personally, I care more about the story and getting the shot. Something I learned from the great Casey Neistat. I love you, Casey. With that, let's get into it and look at some footage from the DJI Action 5.
All right, Abel's first time in A group. Let's go, bro. Both of our first time in Portland. Ride safe, my guy. Hold ass tires. We don't really know this track very well, but that's okay. Still learning the track, okay? Oh, it's nice. It's a nice little shifty section. Come on, bro. Right here. Okay, it's like a leaned over right-hander. Okay, here, and then here, and then here, and then, oh, okay.
So when it comes to motorcycle content creation, audio is extremely important. I would say it's even more important than color grading or color matching or any of that crap. DJI has two different solutions for audio. The first one is an adapter that connects to the USB-C port on the side. DJI has their own proprietary one that converts that USB-C into a 3.5mm microphone jack. You'll see some people using one of these, which is exactly the same thing, but there's one huge problem with this setup. You have to turn the gain down very, very low. I think the last time I used this setup, the usable gain was a -10, and while the audio inside my helmet was crisp and perfect, it didn't capture audio from somebody I was talking to that was like 3 feet away. That's where DJI's second solution comes in, the wireless mic 2. Now, this thing's been out for a while now, and it's a set it and forget it audio solution. It works pretty damn well. You connect this wirelessly to the DJI Action 5. I just tuck this inside my helmet. There's a little clip. I pull out my chin curtain, flip it in here like this, and then I tuck it away inside my helmet. And as you can see, it works. Audio is usable. It has an acceptable amount of wind noise, and I'm free to mount the DJI Action 5 on my helmet or on the bike like this.
All right, here we go. Throttle control, timing. All right, first session on the yard built. We're good. let's go. Gotta take it easy at first, because I haven't been riding this bike at all. Woo, got a little toe drag there. It flicks like side to side real easily. Get some warmth in these tires, bro. A little underpowered, but honestly, pretty freaking awesome. Woo! Oh, fucking bouncy. Fucking toe. This toe keeps dragging. I gotta bring my feet in. That toe drag, man. I gotta keep it upright because that toe drag is sketch.
So DJI actually sent us a second wireless mic too, because something new and notable to the Action 5 is you can now connect two wireless mics directly to this. So for those who like to create motorcycle content and like to use the sounds of the motorcycle and still be able to talk at the same time, and in post you can switch from one or the other, or you can mix a little bit of both, it's now a lot easier. There's also a setting inside the DJI Action 5 that you can turn on that allows you to use dual track audio. So it's a multitude of audio solutions. Now, as great as the wireless mic is paired with the Action 5, it's not always ideal. For instance, when I rode my buddy Shaheen's Street Fighter V4.
All right, we're gonna ride Shaheen's V2.
It's a V4, don't listen to him.
Alright, let's see how well it is. Woo! Right in the cloud. Oh, this is nice. Alright, let me get past this fool. We both gotta like get out of the crowd. We chose the wrong group, bro. Oh, I like this. I like it. What a beautiful motorcycle, man. And it's wrapped in this like this freaking neat livery. Shaheen, man, thank you for letting me ride this. This thing's amazing. Ooh.
Now, what about GoPro's audio solutions? Well, there's also three solutions. The first one I'm going to go over is the GoPro Media Mod. It adds a lot of bulk and I don't use it even though I do have it because I did try it in the past. It makes it really heavy, especially when you're hooking it up to the front of your helmet. So the Media Mod now sits in one of my boxes. A new solution is you can now connect a wireless mic to the 13. Yes, you can connect the DJI Mic 2 to this. And I've tested it out, but again, doesn't work as good. Now, the third audio solution, which is something I've been using for years, is this old school adapter. This thing's proprietary to GoPro. It's pretty hard to find online, but I have a few of them just because I've been using GoPro for a long time. It works better than any other inline system that I've tried so far, but the only problem I have with this is it's unreliable when you're using something like a quick capture. Shit, that wasn't here. I also just realized I was holding up the GoPro 12 the whole time. You see how this works? GoPro's been getting away with giving us the same camera for a few iterations now. Now back to the audio. When I use quick capture paired with this adapter, it is extremely unreliable. It'll either not record audio at all or it'll fail in the middle of a recording. And my only workaround is to turn on the camera first. That means I'm draining the battery the whole time, which forced me to carry a crap ton of these batteries for a day of shooting, and sometimes they wouldn't even last a whole day. Whereas the DJI Action 5 actually increased their battery life, and I've seen people run tests, and compared to the Action 4, it went from 111 minutes to 170 minutes recording at 4K 25 frames a second. I've experienced it. I've literally used one battery for a whole day of shooting in 4K 60. It's pretty damn crazy how long the Action batteries last. And now with the Action 5, it seems to last a third longer than the Action 4. GoPro, what the are you guys doing? Okay, now let's get into image quality of both. Again, I pretty much set it at 4K 60 all the time, and I use whatever native colors that they have in each respective camera. GoPro seems to be a little bit more distorted, but it doesn't really bother me. The colors on each seem to work both for what I do, but I've seen many comparisons online, and it seems like the general consensus is the Action 5 is better quality than the GoPro, even though they're both 10-bit. I guess the Action 5 is just that much better. But they're both action cameras. They're not these big DSLRs that I use. But what really surprised me is this super night mode. Check out this night taco run that we did in LA compared to the night taco run that I did the other night with my wife using the DJI Action 5. Okay, we made it to Long Beach. The meat is back that way, but we're gonna get tacos first because we are starving, bro. And I gotta take a piss. When you're in LA, you gotta get street tacos, man, right off the sidewalk, bro.
3 tacos de lengua y 3 de tripa.
Por aquí para llevar.
Ah, por aquí, por favor.
Asada.
Asada tacos.
Shit looks good, man.
4 de asada. 4.
Sí, 4 o 3 de lengua.
Otro para 2 de lengua.
I love Los Angeles, man.
Okay, man. Gracias. Thank you so much.
Y'all gotta tip extra when y'all come out here to LA, okay? Take care of your people. That's what my wife says. Gracias.
You know, bimbi. Oh my god, so good. Good? Oh. They fried the tripa. So good.
How's it, Alex?
Nope. There you go.
Viking approved, motherfuckers. Alright, check this place out.
You want a Jamaica?
Alright guys, look at that. Cilantro, onions, some pickled onions. Yeah, this shit look good. This shit look legit. I'm hungry.
Quédese con lo demás. Ok, gracias. Sí.
¿Qué?
Suadero.
Suadero? Oh, that looks good. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh my god, this looks so good. I'm so freaking excited. All right, I'm gonna eat this in the car because it's darker. Obviously, this is a low light test. First bite, bestie. It is so freaking good. Oh my god.
Isn't it so buttery? It's just so tender too. Like the meat is just so tender, and they give you a ton of meat.
This LA for sure.
That's what I said.
Hell of LA.
So there you go. It's a pretty stellar performance coming from an action camera at night. A lot of these action cameras are more or less the same. There's a few things that differentiates ones from the others. And what's funny is after seeing everybody's reviews between these two, GoPro's had to reduce their price of this about 50 bucks to match the Action 5's price at 350 bucks. And even though they're priced equally now, it's pretty clear that the DJI Action 5 outperforms the GoPro 13 in every aspect, especially in low light. I don't feel the need to pump up the ISO and try this at night. I know it's not going to be anywhere as good as the DJI Action 5 or even the first generation Insta360 Ace Pro. It's been the same camera for a while now. You can try to fool us with the gimmicks, with the lens mods, or whatever else you want to do to this. The Action 4 batteries still fit in the Action 5. Unlike the GoPro's new batteries, they're completely different. GoPro has to be the most frustrating company I've ever dealt with. I'm extremely happy that the DJI came out with the Action 5. A lot of my friends rave about the 10-bit and all the good color grading stuff that the Action 5 has, but for me it comes down to actual improvements. Insta360 came out with awesome low light. Action 5 came out with awesome low light. But what real innovation has GoPro given us? Let me know in the comments below. But for me, it's gonna be DJI for the win.